Good morning. My name is Mateusz Zadecki. I am a technical support engineer at EBS. In this video, I will show you how to connect and configure a smart communicator from the connected LX30B Q30T series with a DSC alarm control panel. In this case, with a PC1832 panel. Smart Connector is a function that connects the communicator to the control pad via the keypad bus and is recognized by the alarm system as a keypad. As a result, we will not only gain the ability to remotely control the alarm from the mobile application, but also data transmission from the control panel. Before starting the installation, the DSC panel must be prepared. The control panel was installed in a metal enclosure. Input 8 of the control panel was connected to a switch simulating a zone. Additionally, 2 pairs of wires should be prepared with stripped ends. The LX Connected communicator, in this case, we chose the LX30B Q30T model. A GSM antenna, a SIM card, and a programmer. I decided to use the Mini Prog BT. The communicator can be installed inside the alarm closure, if there is space for it, or outside. The communicator has a dedicated, elegant case equipped with 4 neodymium magnets. Thanks to the magnets, the communicator can be installed on any ferromagnetic surface, for example, on the alarm enclosure, without the need for using any tools. In the case of installation inside a metal housing, the GSM antenna must be taken outside the housing. In this case, we opt for a wired version with self-adhesive tape. Remember that the antenna should not be attached to metallic surfaces. In our case, we decided to mount the alarm outside the alarm housing and use a short L antenna. Now we proceed with the installation by making physical electricity connections, connecting the antenna, and inserting the SIM card into the communicator. We connect the wires to the keypad bus. We start with the red wire, which we connect to the red terminal on the DSC alarm control panel. Then we connect the black wire to the black terminal, described on the board as BLK. We connect the yellow wire to the yellow terminal on the control panel. The terminal is described as YEL. And the last wire is connected to the green terminal. Or GRN on the control panel. The red and black wires are used for powering the communicator. The yellow and green wires are for data transmission. We can pull the wires through the hole and close the housing. Now, in order, we connect the red wire to the 12-volt terminal on the board. The black wire will be connected to the GND terminal of the communicator. We connect the yellow wire to the clock terminal labeled on the communicator as CLK. The green wire is connected to the data terminal on the communicator board, labeled on the communicator as DAT.
Zacisku data na płytce komunikatora opisany zacisk DAT.
After making electrical connections, we check them. Now we can proceed to install the SIM card. Remember that the SIM card must have the PIN code disabled or changed to 1111. This is the factory PIN code in the communicator. Then we connect the antenna. After completing the installation, we can connect the 230-volt mains power supply and the battery. We connect the Mini Prog BT programmer to the CONF connector. I decided to use this model due to its ease of use. The programmer allows you to connect to a computer or smartphone via Bluetooth. Additionally, it has a built-in micro USB socket, which allows for a wired connection. Now we can proceed to configure the communicator in the EBS Config 2.0 program. The EBS Config 2.0 application is available in two versions, mobile for download from Google Play, and the desktop one, available after logging into the Knowledge Zone on the ebssmart.com website. We start with the EBS Config 2.0 application. It should be noted that before establishing a connection, the programmer needs to be paired with a personal computer or a mobile phone. We press the icon of the two arrows for the connection settings, and then click on the plus symbol. We chose Mini Prog BT. As you can see, the device has been detected, and we enter its name. The name can be arbitrary. We click OK. After setting the connection, we can read the configuration from the device. At this time, 4 LEDs should flash on the device alternately. It should be noted that when reading the configuration for the first time, we will be asked for a service code. Factory default is 1111. Due to the fact that I have programmed this communicator many times, I don't have to enter this code. After reading, we have the main screen, the device model, its serial number, and firmware version. We go to the Communication Channels tab and add the Mobile Network Communication channel. Mobile Network tab, and we fill in the main server address. In our case, this is a publicly accessible EBS production server, ava01.ebstrade.com. Port. In our case, it is 7456. This is a common port for all of our communicators APN. APN, SIM cards. After setting the communications channel, we go to the tab Communicator Settings. We start by entering the user code, and then we expand the advanced options. We enable communication via the keypad protocol and select the alarm panel model. The LX30B Q30T communicator is connected to the DSC PC1832 alarm panel,
DSC PC1832,
which we select from the list. That's all we need to do in the EBS Config 2.0 program. Now we need to send the configuration to the device. After completing the configuration in EBS Config 2.0, we can add the communicator to the EBS security application, dedicated to the end user. The EBS security application is available for download on Google Play and the App Store. To add a smart communicator to the EBS security application right after logging in, select the symbol gear located in the upper right corner of the screen. Then select the Object Settings option and click the plus symbol. Now you must choose the communicator. Enter the serial number of the device, and then enter the user code, which we programmed earlier in the EBS Config 2.0 program. Then click the Add button. A push notification informs us of the successful addition of the object. Now select the object. Click Edit Object. As you can see, the Smart Connect option is visible. We go to the partitions. Click the plus symbol. Here we enter the user. In our case, it will be an administrator. And the code. It is the same code that the user enters on the keypad to arm the system. We click the Save button. A push notification informs us of the data being saved. Now we go back to the home screen and we see our object. After adding the device to the EBS security application, we can test the operation of the entire system. Now we return to our system. We start the EBS security application and push the red padlock. As you can see, the system has switched on. It is now in standby mode. We violate Zone 8 and trigger the alarm. In the application, we receive a push notification that the system is in alarm. By pressing the green padlock, we cancel the alarm and disarm the system. Thank you for your attention, and I encourage you to watch other instructional videos with me. See you next time.